Live from WRAL News Headquarters in Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
And it's looking extra warm for Easter Sunday. I'll show you why our temperatures will continue to climb.
Liquor license lost after a string of violent incidents at a Raleigh bar. The action taken to keep people safe.
Monitoring gas prices. The cost at the pump is trending down right now. What you need to know before hitting the road on a long weekend or your summer vacation plans.
And feeding our neighbors. Thousands of people will get a free Easter meal today in the Triangle. You're looking live at the Durham Rescue Mission, where volunteers are preparing a big dinner. And today, the first ever event from the Raleigh Rescue Mission for the Easter weekend. Good morning, everybody. It is 6 o'clock. Welcome to your Friday, and we're glad you're with us. I'm Renee Chu.
And I'm Jeff Hogan, and they were having a good time right there, chopping up that brisket. It looks so good right now.
They know how to do it upright.
6 a.m. live. They're doing it right now. Well, Elizabeth Carter is over in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. Beautiful sunrise on the way for the next few days.
Yeah, so pretty right now. This is a live look at Franklinton, where we have this just beautiful, almost Easter egg looking glow there on the horizon. It's 54 degrees. Our winds are coming out of the southeast right now, but we'll continue to shift to southerly and become a little stronger later this afternoon. We'll see some gusts up to 20, 25 miles per hour. And it's that stronger wind coming out of the south that is going to pull that warmth on into our area for the weekend. It's a cool 43 in Roxborough and 45 in Rocky Mount, 47 in Southern Pine. So it's probably still jacket weather, but boy, once we get past this morning, even our morning temperatures will be warmer. We'll climb into the low 80s for this afternoon, and we'll talk about our next weather maker that could bring some rain to our area coming up. Michelle?
Thanks, Elizabeth. Taking you out on the roads this morning. This is a live look at a usually busy spot, I-40 at Aviation Parkway. Lots of people on the road so far this morning. We are only seeing one crash so far. If you take a look at the map here, you'll see it here. It is between 540 and 440. This is exactly where it's happening. Capitol Boulevard northbound lanes near Old Buffalo Road. They are calling this a serious crash. At last check, police are still on scene. They've been there for about 45 minutes. So that is definitely something we are going to keep an eye on this morning. If you are traveling in and around the Triangle, I do have some drive times for you. So far, we are only seeing a 1-minute delay coming in on US 1 south from Wake Forest. I'll have another update coming up in about 5 minutes, Jeff.
Michelle, we're going to stick with the travel topic because if you are hitting the roads this weekend, you're in luck. Gas prices are trending downward. North Carolina is well below the national average right now. WRAL's Sean Gallagher is in Cary. Sean, it's strange. We are used to seeing gas prices rise this time of year. Nobody's complaining, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. Usually by this point in the year, you're already using that summer blend of gas that tends to be a little bit more expensive. Actually, April 10th is roughly when we see our peak prices, according to Gas Buddy. But the worst may very well be behind us at this point, so enjoy it if you're filling up for now. Your next pit stop may not be as painful at the pump across the Triangle. The average price of gas across the country is at $3.16 a gallon. But here in North Carolina, that's more than 30 cents cheaper at $2.85 a gallon. Gas Buddy attributes the lower cost to trade war talks actually pushing global oil prices down, though those same talks could change things down the road.
There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding exactly what U.S. trade policy will look like this summer. Gas prices are largely going to reflect whatever the policy is, whether it's tariffs that could lower prices or less tariffs or a pause, which could actually raise prices because as go the economy, as go gas prices.
And if you are filling up this weekend and hitting the road, you want to exercise caution. AAA is expecting there will be more impaired drivers on the road this weekend. And if you are someone who happens to be imbibing, make sure you get a ride home. In Cary, Sean Gallagher, WRAL News.
A Raleigh nightclub where several cars were hit by gunfire over the weekend has lost its liquor license. Alcohol law enforcement suspended Star Bar's liquor license. Police say more than 20 gunshots were fired in the bar's parking lot early Sunday morning. They say the intended target of the shooting was a rapper performing at the venue. The bar on Trawick Road has a history of violent incidents. Police say they've been called to the nightclub 93 times over the last year. This morning, a memorial is growing outside the Student Union at Florida State University. Students, faculty, and staff are coming together after a shooting yesterday afternoon. We know 2 people are dead and 6 others were hurt. The suspected shooter, 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner, is in the hospital. Eichner is the son of a sheriff's deputy there in Leon County, Florida. The sheriff's office says one of the deputy's handguns was used in the shooting. Some areas on FSU's campus are still considered a crime scene. University President Richard McCullough visited some of the wounded students in the hospital. He says the university's focus right now is taking care of people left shaken by the shooting.
Today, hundreds of people in Raleigh who would otherwise go without will get an Easter meal. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey is live in Raleigh this morning, and Raleigh Rescue Mission is doing its first ever Easter meal distribution. Kelsey, we know there are a lot of people in need.
Yes, Jeff, we often think about food insecurity and meal giveaways during the holidays, but families in need food year round. That's why the Raleigh Rescue Mission is delivering thousands of meals this morning from this church here on Clifton Street in Raleigh. Today is the first time they're delivering meals for Easter. You're watching video of one of their Christmas meal giveaways a few years ago. Nearly 90,000 people in Wake County live in poverty, according to government data. More than 1,000 meals will be delivered today across the area. Carla Tuttle with the Rescue Mission says they're adding this extra day because more families need help. You'll hear more from her coming up in the next half hour. But Tuttle says they're preparing to serve even more people as inflation is expected to increase over these next few months. So they're building a new facility in Knightdale that could more than quadruple their outreach. That's set to open next fall. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
Also, right now, this is a live look as volunteers with the Durham Rescue Mission are getting ready for their annual Easter community dinner. Listen to them chopping up all that food. Starting at noon today, they'll be serving the food, have a grocery and clothing giveaway, and give Easter baskets out to kids. I know it's 6 minutes after 6 on your Friday morning. They've been doing this for more than an hour now. It's looked just like this. The event is being held at the Mission Men's Campus on East Main Street. Right
there, those are assembly lines of kindness and compassion. Well, in South Carolina, several students are in critical condition after a school bus crash on I-77. Officials say the bus blew a tire and overturned. It happened about 40 miles south of Charlotte yesterday. 35 kids and 2 adults were on board. I-77 was blocked for miles. Reporters say 3 or 4 medevac helicopters were on scene. The middle school students were returning home from a field trip.
A teenager was arrested for murder in Cumberland County. Kewan Parker is accused of killing 33-year-old Brittany Carmichael. Carmichael was killed in Stedman back in November.
Your time is 6:07 here in the WRAL Live Center. I want to show you this video from a Russian airstrike on a Ukrainian city from this past weekend. And I'm showing you this because just this morning, Secretary of State Marco Rubio indicated that the United States may be prepared to move on from brokering a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. He said there's no clear progress that's being made. And if that's the same in the coming days, well, it may be time to move on. He said, quote, "We need to determine very quickly now, and I'm talking about a matter of days. If it is, we're in. If it's not, then we have other priorities to focus on as well." In the meantime, we know that Secretary of State Rubio is also visiting with European leaders. And not too long ago, he also reached an agreement with the Indonesian leadership about brokering a bit of a strengthening of our ties with defense with that country.
Chris, thank you. A Raleigh family wants justice for this guy. This is Henry the cat, and right now he is fighting for his life after being shot near their home. So Henry managed to crawl back to his family's garage. They got him help as soon as they found him there. Henry's future is uncertain. He has trauma to his back legs and claws, fluid around his lungs, and damage from the bullet that may require long-term treatment.
Close to $6,000 that we spent. And at that point, we had to bring him home because there was no way that we could afford, an $8,000-$10,000 surgery on top of what we had already spent.
Investigators are looking for the person who shot Henry. The Privet family says they are praying for his recovery. Go to WRAL.com to find out more about Henry and how you can help.
Harnett County could become the third county in our state to stop adding fluoride to its water supply. This comes as Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says fluoride has no systemic advantages. Guidance from the CDC says community water fluoridation reduces cavities and oral health disparities.
Fluoride is a public health additive. There's nothing about fluoride that affects our water quality process.
Some southern Wake County residents also have water service from Harnett County. County commissioners will continue their conversations about water additives on Monday.
An event showed off the tools North Carolina uses to help people during emergencies. The State Emergency Management Division showcased their equipment yesterday. The event focused on the importance of teamwork during difficult times like natural disasters.
This provides opportunities for our elected officials to learn about that so that they can see where there may be gaps in response capacity in their home communities as well as the state overall, so that we can work together to find solutions to those resource needs.
Several organizations were there, including both first responders and volunteers. This event shows how all rescue workers come together to reach North Carolinians during their time of need.
10 after 6 on your Friday, navigating tariffs. Local business leaders share recent importing experiences, why some are very concerned and others say they hope local demand goes up.
And the Tar Heel 10-miler. Chapel Hill students and alums will race tomorrow, the annual tradition, and your other out-and-about best bets for this Easter weekend. Elizabeth.
And hopefully you're planning to get outside this Easter weekend. We have a spectacular sunrise in progress here at Carr Lake. I'll show you when the best times to be outside through the weekend will be.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
6:14, another gorgeous sunrise right now. This is a live look at Carolina Beach. And if you haven't been thinking about a beach weekend, you might want to start thinking about it. It looks gorgeous down there. Carolina Beach, Wrightsville Beach, 75 degrees for tomorrow, 72 at Emerald Isle, 74 at Ocracoke. It's going to be a lot warmer here. You have to remember this time of year, the ocean temperatures are still on the cool side and the air is coming right off the ocean. So temperatures will be in the 70s. Inland temperatures would be in the 80s. Sunday looks a lot like Saturday. Lots of sunshine, 75 at Topsail, 75 at Ocean Isle. Headed to the mountains, it's actually going to be warmer again because you don't have that ocean influence. 88 in Bryson City, 87 in Asheville, 79 in Boone, and similar conditions on Sunday. We'll walk through your forecast if you're staying here. Coming up, Michelle.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. And it's a busy weekend for travel. Take a look at this. I-40 at Wade Avenue. Already lots of people on the roads this morning. Right now, we are only looking at one crash so far. This is a look at the roads, all of our major routes. Looking clear, not really seeing any delays, but this is the crash that I'm talking about here. This is Capitol Boulevard northbound near Old Buffalo Road. Police are in that area. We were listening to the scanners, the traffic scanners. They say that all lanes on Old Buffalo Road are open, which is some good news. So we will continue to follow that and bring you updates as we get them. If you are traveling in and around Durham this morning, we are only seeing a 1-minute delay coming in from NC 50 on 98. As always, you can listen to us on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Michelle, thanks. Local business owners are feeling the impact of the president's tariffs. A roundtable was held at Trophy Brewing Company yesterday in Raleigh. Local business owners expressed uncertainty and even fear about how the tariffs will affect their businesses and prices. Democratic Congresswoman Deborah Ross organized the talk. She called on Congress to reassert their authority over tariff policy.
It is Congress's job to enact tariffs or to remove tariffs unless there is a national emergency. And the Trump administration has concocted a national emergency in order to do this.
The Trump administration says the tariffs are needed to combat U.S. national security threats. We also spoke with the owner of a local steel business. She is optimistic tariffs could drive demand for products made in this country.
Because of the demand, I'm hoping it pushes more to do it so that we can get, reliability quicker, and also that it does drive the prices down versus going up.
A 90-day pause is in place for most of President Trump's proposed tariffs.
Luigi Mangione is indicted on murder charges, stalking, and a firearms offense. He's accused of shooting and killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in December. Mangione is facing both federal and state charges. He has pleaded not guilty to murder and terrorism charges in New York. Attorney General Pam Bondi says the Department of Justice is seeking the death penalty in this case.
Drake is expanding his legal response to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. The Canadian rapper now says he was defamed. In the song, Lamar claims Drake is a, quote, certified pedophile, an allegation Drake strongly denies. And at the Grammys, snippets of the song were played as Lamar received awards. During the Super Bowl halftime show, Lamar skipped over the certified pedophile line, but then rapped another line where he accused Drake of targeting girls. The lawsuit is in its early stages.
Families have plenty of opportunities for fun during the Easter weekend here in the Triangle.
Let's take a look at WRAL Out and About's best bets, beginning with the Q Grass Festival. This is the 15th year for this festival in Raleigh. It's happening tomorrow from noon to 6 on Fayetteville Street. You can enjoy live music and mouth-watering barbecue. This family-friendly event is free. A special kids zone will have crafts, games, and more fun.
Tar Heel 10 Miler returns to Chapel Hill tomorrow. Thousands of runners will be lined up to participate in this race that showcases downtown Chapel Hill, the UNC campus, nearby historic neighborhoods. It gets started at 7:30 tomorrow morning. I'll be there right at the start line with you as the event MC. WRAL is a proud partner for this event, and it brings alumni from all over the Triangle, or from all over back to the Triangle, as well as many other runners.
I know you always enjoy that event, Jeff,
Good
and
fun.
Glad the weather will be great for that. Looking for more family fun Easter events? Our Raleigh area Easter event and egg hunt guide lists events across the area. It includes egg hunts, egg maze, racing, and opportunities to meet the Easter Bunny. You can get more information on WRAL.com, search Out and About. And perfect for the holiday weekend, we are going to get glorious weather. Meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center this Friday right now, starting off with some beautiful sunrises.
It's so pretty out there. Our skies are clear, and so the sunrise is just beautiful. Apex, Fayetteville, Raleigh, Chapel Hill, courtesy of Top of the Hill Restaurant. Love that glow there as that sun's coming up over Franklin Street. Our big weather maker is a high pressure system, and the high pressure system is going to help to feed warm air into our region. You can see this warm front starting to lift northward. All this warmth that's moving up the Mississippi Valley slides right over us over the next 24 hours, really warming things up, especially for Saturday and Sunday. This high pressure system, again, will not only bring us the warm temperatures, but high pressure systems bring sinking air, which means that we don't usually see much precipitation. And sometimes they also act as a blocking mechanism. And that's what's going to happen. That high will block any fronts from moving through over the weekend, which is not good news for folks across the Midwest. At level 2 risk of severe storms from Chicago to Dallas along a stalled front. And then the same thing again as we get into the day on Saturday and Sunday. That also means a lot of rain for the Midwest. We've seen this very same pattern set up a few weeks to around a month ago. Definitely looking at heavy rain, 5 to maybe 8 inches of rain here across parts of Arkansas, Texas, all the way up toward Illinois. Now we'll end up seeing some rain eventually as that system breaks down and we see that cold front arriving here. But we're only talking about a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to be quite what they're seeing back across the Midwest. But our next weather maker that'll bring us rain arrives on Tuesday. It may stall over us on Wednesday and Thursday, bringing some showers and thunderstorms. It doesn't look like it will be a big severe weather maker for us, however. We take a look at our Easter Sunday planner, and it's going to be a hot one, a high temperature of 88. But if you're headed out for an Easter sunrise service, temperatures will be in the 60s. Our warmest record on record, 92, and the coldest 26, and the wettest about 1.3 inches. So we're really looking, I know it's going to be on the hot side, but it could be a whole lot worse. And then, of course, we transition to a wetter pattern as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Michelle?
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Taking you back out on the roads now. That crash that we were monitoring on 70 actually just cleared. So now we're looking at this. This is just a disabled vehicle, Rock Quarry Road near Jones Sausage Road. That's not causing any delays. A lot of green on the map there indicating that there are no delays. I do have some drive times for you if you are driving in and out of the capital city right now. No delays. Traffic is constantly changing, so make sure you listen to us on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Thanks, Michelle. U.S. strikes in Yemen. The U.S. military has destroyed fuel ports in Yemen, killing dozens of people. Next, the group American forces are now targeting.
Plus, claims of discrimination. A former Durham deputy chief is accusing the police department of unfair treatment. What she says the motivation was behind it.
And another emergency landing. A Southwest Airlines flight came back down shortly after takeoff in Houston. Details of the engine fire that grounded this plane ahead on today.
First, here's a look at your winning North Carolina Education Lottery numbers.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
A woman is caught on camera unknowingly singing karaoke in front of the original artist.
See how that goes. Also, a surprise actor is joining the Star Wars universe. Time for a look at what is trending on this Friday morning. Star Wars Celebration is underway, bringing some big announcements with it, including a new movie and the addition of a new character to be played by Ryan Gosling. He will be part in the upcoming Star Wars Starfighter film. The movie is set to release Memorial Day of 2027.
I imagine he'll have a different get-up than what he had for Ken in the Barbie movie, right?
You
But should be interesting. It will be directed by Sean Levy, known most recently for his work on Marvel's hit Deadpool and Wolverine. And a woman in a bikini t-shirt took the karaoke stage to sing All the Small Things by Blink-182 in Palm Springs. Little did she know that the lead singer of Blink-182, Tom DeLonge, was there for her performance.
Yeah, her name's Monica Gill. It looked like a pretty small venue there, so
Yeah.
I think she probably had to know that he was there. And she did eventually get to meet DeLonge after her song. And, you know.
And maybe that smiles tacit approval.
Yeah, share, what he thought of the whole thing. Hopefully liked it. I don't know. Pretty bold right in front of him to sing it, though. Today, the Body Island Lighthouse on the Outer Banks is open for climbing. The lighthouse is in Nags Head, and it'll be open until mid-October. So tickets for climbing all those stairs, 214 of them, okay? There's no elevator, no air conditioning. You're on your own. They go on sale starting at 7 a.m., and you can only buy them on the same day that you plan to climb. There are 9 landings there, so you can rest, though. Cape Hatteras Lighthouse will not have any climbing this year, by the way, because of the restoration underway on that.
Today's the day that our wind shifts. Right now, we're seeing wind coming right off the ocean. As we get through the day today, watch how it gets really fast. All those red arrows pushing the very warm temperatures into our region. I'll show you how hot it will be for the holiday weekend.
And the fuel forecast. Drivers are catching a break at the pump ahead of Easter weekend. The prices you can expect to see before you fill up.
And keeping families fed. This is a live look at the Easter feast that's being prepared right now for people in Durham who might otherwise go without a meal. Just incredible work by these volunteers. What to know about the meal distribution efforts underway.